Hello, am I audible? मुस्कान, दीपक, am I audible? आवाज जा रहा? हेलो, दीपक हो रहा है? Am I audible? आवाज जा रहा है?
Yes, sir.
ओके ओके,
हाँ सर आ रहा है।
हाँ ठीक ठीक, जस्ट वेट करो, कुछ कैंडिडेट आ रहे हैं अभी। चलो मॉर्निंग में नहीं ले पाए तो इसीलिए अभी ले ले रहे हैं, ठीक है, आने में लेट हो गया था। तो in this class we have discussed about quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics means module 1, origin of quantum. Module 1, I think in previous class we have discussed Poisson series, bracket series, Lyman series, like this. After completion of all these, in this class we have taught I have taught Wilson Sommerfeld quantization rule. Wilson Sommerfeld quantization rule. This is under the quantum mechanics chapter. Quantum mechanics books. One module is covered by myself and another module is covered by Manoj sir. So just wait. So here I am sharing my notes, class notes. हाँ देखो तो स्क्रीन में विजिबल है, विजिबल है, दिख रहा है? हेलो हेलो,
Yes, sir.
कुछ तुम लोग बोलो, ऐसे थोड़ी होगा। विल्सन समरफील्ड क्वांटिटाइजेशन रूल, ये क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स में सीरीज, जितना भी सीरीज हम लोग स्पेक्ट्रम ऑफ हाइड्रोजन एटम, स्पेक्ट्रम ऑफ हाइड्रोजन एटम के बाद, आफ्टर द कंप्लीशन ऑफ knowing the basic concept of hydrogen spectrum, we have discussed about Wilson Sommerfeld quantization rule. So suppose according to this Wilson Sommerfeld quantization rule, suppose there be a periodic system of n degree of freedom described by n position, n here n degree of freedom. Just a minute, two people. N degree of freedom and n position coordinates like q1, q2, q3 dash 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 qi or qn be the n number of position coordinates. So and n momentum coordinates, n momentum coordinates are p1, p2, p3, like this, pi or pn. Again I will repeat, if, just a minute, if there are periodic system of n degree of freedom and having n position vectors q1, q2, q3, like this, qi or qn, and n momentum coordinates p1, p2, pi, pn, these are the n momentum coordinates. If three-dimensional, if in three-dimensional we can write q1 is equal to x, q2 is equal to y, for three-dimensional axis, q1 is equal to x, q2 is equal to y, q3 is equal to z. Like this for momentum coordinates, p1 is equal to px, p2 is equal to py, and p3 is equal to pz. For three-dimensional axis, this q1 is suppose x, q2 is equal to y, and q3 is equal to z. Similarly, for momentum coordinates, p1, here this p1 is equal to px, p2 is equal to py, and this p3 is equal to pz. Then the phase integral of such a periodic system can be written as phase integral ji, I with the is in suffix. So ji phase integral of a periodic system will be ji is equal to closed surface pi into dqi. This here momentum coordinates pi and qi position coordinates means here dqi I have written. So this is equation 1. Here this integration, look my cursor, integration is taken over one period of variable qy. Here I have written, I have taken an integration which indicates one period of variable qy. According to Wilson-Sommerfeld rule, only those orbits are allowed as stationary state for which each phase integral is integral multiple of Planck constant in a complete period. According to, again I will repeat this sentence, according to Wilson-Sommerfeld rule, only those orbits are allowed as a stationary state for which each phase integral is integral multiple of Planck constant means h in a complete period. So we have write this part, phase integral is equal to this much. So here this part can be written here is equal to nh, integral multiple of Planck constant. So here we have write I. So in place of this, we can write Ni into H. So here Ni is equal to 1, 2, 3. This is the basic concept of Wilson-Sommerfeld quantization rule. Again, I will repeat these things. If there be a periodic system of n degree of freedom and n position vector, n position coordinates q1, q2, q3 like this qi, or it may be qn. So, and n for momentum coordinates we have write p1, p2 like this pi or pn. So if for three dimensional we can write this q1 is equal to suppose x, q2 is equal to y, and this q3 is equal to z. And for momentum coordinates, this p1 is equal to px, p2 is equal to py, and p3 is equal to pz. So the phase integral of a periodic system can be written as gi phase integral is equal to closed surface integral pi dqi. Here we have taken an integration because one period of variable, that is qi, is taken here. According to according to Wilson-Sommerfeld rule, only those orbits are allowed as a stationary states for which each phase integral ji is integral multiple of Planck constant means h in a complete period. So according to this, we have write this part. Right hand side of equation 1 can be written here is equal to ni. हम लोग क्या बोल रहे हैं, इंटीग्रल मल्टीपल ऑफ x. तो हियर ni into x, ni means 0 1 2 3 like this principal quantum number. So applications, next we have taught, I have taught applications of Wilson Sommerfeld quantization rule. Applications, जब भी विल्सन समरफील्ड क्वांटिटाइजेशन रूल पूछा जाएगा यूनिवर्सिटी एग्जाम में, तो उसके साथ देयर इज एन एप्लीकेशन इज आल्सो अटैच्ड विद द विल्सन समरफील्ड क्वांटिटाइजेशन रूल. In that case, you have write the things related to Wilson Sommerfeld quantization rule along with this applications like particle in motion, and next another is harmonic oscillator. So first application of Wilson Sommerfeld quantization rule is particle in box. Just a minute. So suppose a particle here, this is the diagram. According to this diagram, if a particle of mass in a box, here I have taken a box, and particle moves in one dimension, means suppose x-axis. The particle is under the influence of no forces, means there is no forces acting on the particle except during collision. But at the walls of the box, here the walls of the box at x is equal to 0 and suppose x is equal to a, means for x-axis we are talking about only x-axis. If the particle have, there is no force acting on the particle, but during collision at the wall of the box, wall of this is the wall, and again another wall of the box is here. The wall of the box at x is equal to 0 and x is equal to a, from which it rebounds elastically when it strikes with this face. So the particle return back into the first medium, towards the first wall, means here. So the linear momentum here I have written momentum as a p. So linear momentum px, we are writing px only on because we have taught about only x-axis. So linear momentum px is equal to p, and it will be constant of motion here. Now we know that the phase integral can be represented by here. Phase integral can be represented in equation 1. So for this box, means when particle is in a box, then the phase integral can be represented as this part. Sorry, here j is equal to Laplace integral px into dx. In place of this pi, we have write px, because here we have taken only x axis, and in place of this dqy we have write dx, and it may be equal to this part p into dx. According to Wilson Sommerfeld quantization rule, we know that according to from equation 1 we have write equation 2, means there is a language in between them. So according to Wilson Sommerfeld quantization rule, this part can be equal to will be equal to NH. Here I have written NiH. So in this place we have write NH. So surface integral, surface closed surface. So here 2AP, 2A area is equal to 2 into A, means particle strikes with phase 1 and phase 2. So 2A is equal to NH. So P is equal to NH divided by this 2A. Now this is equation 1. So the total energy of the system, this total energy of the system is equal to kinetic energy. Why it will kinetic energy? Because the particle inside the box, particle is in motion. So here we have write the kinetic energy. Total energy of the system is equal to kinetic energy. So En is equal to P square divided by 2m. P square by 2m. So on putting the value of equation 1, the value of P in equation 2. So En is equal to, when we put the value of P in equation 2 of this place. So En is equal to N square P square, means N square H square divided by 4A square. 4 into this 2 A square into M. Now equation 3. According to this figure here, again according to this figure, N is equal to 0, N is equal to 1, N is equal to 2, 3, principal quantum number. According to this figure, as the Planck constant H is very small, energy En will be also small. So if A is equal to, इतना ही तक तुम लोग को लिखना है क्वेश्चन 1 तक. ये डायग्राम हम समझाने के लिए न्यूमेरिकल्स के लिए बोल रहे हैं. If A is equal to suppose 10 to the power minus 6 meter, M mass of the particle is equal to 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg, and H is equal to, value of H is given here, suppose 6.625 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule per second. Then equation 3, this equation 3 can be written as U1 is equal to this part and E2 is equal to this part. This is the applications. One applications of Wilson-Sommerfeld quantization rule. Means particle is inside the box and the particles strikes with the wall of the box, then total energy is equal to N square H square divided by 8m square. Now next is the harmonic oscillator. Applications of Wilson-Sommerfeld quantization rule. Another application is harmonic oscillator. This part. Just a minute. For one-dimensional harmonic oscillator consists of a particle of mass, and the mass of the particle is m, small m. Suppose bounded to equilibrium position, means x is equal to 0. So in that case we can write F is equal to harmonic oscillator, simple harmonic oscillator. F is equal to minus ky, means when for a simple harmonic motion, when we apply a force on the particle moves in the upward direction. ये हम लोग को मालूम है, and again return back to its initial position. That's why we have taken here a negative sign. This thing we all know. So m mass of particle bounded to equilibrium position, x is equal to 0, by a restoring force F is equal to minus k. Here this k is force constant and x be the displacement from the equilibrium position. F be the force. Negative sign, we use negative sign because particle moves straight line and again it return back to its initial position. Due to return back we have used minus sign and k be the force constant. सिंपल हार्मोनिक मोशन में ध्यान दो, x be the displacement of from the equilibrium position of the particle. So potential energy of the harmonic oscillator is written as Vx is equal to minus F into dx. So here we know that F is equal to minus kx. So this value will be put in this place here. So minus and minus will plus. So kx into dx, that is equal to half kx into x square. So the potential energy of the oscillator is half k square. Now kinetic energy of the oscillator is equal to half mv square. P, we know that P is equal to m into b. For x axis, we can write here px. So px square divided by this 2 into m. So the total energy of the oscillator, total energy E is equal to potential energy plus kinetic energy. The potential energy P, this part, sorry, kinetic energy plus potential energy. Kinetic energy P square x divided by 2m plus kinetic energy, result of kinetic energy is half kx square. This part, equation 1. We know that according to Wilson-Sommerfeld quantization rule, phase integral px into dx is equal to nh, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 principal quantum number. So this phase integral Ex into dx represent an area of the phase space. In that case, particle will perform a simple harmonic motion in one dimension, which represented by a curve in phase space and coordinates x and px. Coordinates x and px. Due to this, we can write phase integral px into dx is equal to area of ellipse. So the area of ellipse, we know that pi is equal to a into b. Here a be the semi-major axis and b be the semi-minor axis in phase space. For this phase space x and px, we have taken phase space x and px only. So px, this phase integral px into dx is equal to area of ellipse is equal to, we know that pi is equal to a into b. A be the semi-major axis and b be the semi-minor axis in phase space for x and px coordinates. When px is equal to 0, if we take px is equal to 0, here we are talking about only x and px coordinates. So if we choose px is equal to 0, then px is equal to 0, then x is equal to a, and if x is equal to 0, then px is equal to b, this part. Equation 4. Again, on putting the value of equation 4 in equation 1, So here E is equal to this part, we have write 0, x is equal to 0, means here we have write 0 divided by 2m, this 2m plus half kx square. So half kx, the value of x is here a square is equal to 0 plus this part is 0 plus half k a square. So a is equal to semi-major axis for phase chord space. A is equal to, we have write root under 2e, this 2 will be multiplied with this e. A is equal to root under 2e divided by this a. Now again here if we put the value of this part of equation 4, means x is equal to 0 and px is equal to b, this value when put in this formula means equation 1. So in that case we have write E is equal to, in place of this px square we have write b, this part. So here b square divided by this 2m plus half kx square. So half into k I have written here, and the value of x is given here 0. So this part is equal to 0. On solving this, half k into 0 is equal to 0. So here E is equal to b square by 2m, this part. So b is equal to semi minor axis. B is equal to root under this 2m into e. 2m will be multiplied with this e. So b is equal to, b square is equal to 2me. So b is equal to root under 2me. Now equation 6. Again on putting the value of equation 5, 6 in this equation 3. So here this px dx is equal to, phase integral is equal to, area of ellipse is equal to pi into a into b. So pi into a, the value of a is given in this equation 5, means root under 2e divided by k, into the value of b is put in this place, means root under 2m e is equal to pi into root under 2e divided by mk square into this, because k is equal to, we know that k is equal to m omega square, force constant m omega square is equal to pi into 2 pi divided by here m omega square into this root under 2m e. After solving this, we have write 2 pi root under, remove this root under e divided by here m, both are cancelled, and if this root under root is removed, then this omega square is equal to omega. So here we have write 2 pi e, after solving this 2 pi e divided by omega. Equation 7. Again here, look here, in equation 2 and equation 7, both the equations have in left direction, phase integral is given here, px into dx. So due to this, on equating equation 2 and 7, so equation 7 states that 2 pi e divided by omega is equal to, equating means nx. After equating equation 2 and 7, this omega into n into h is equal to 2 pi e. So here e is equal to nh omega divided by this 2 pi. Again we know that frequency is equal to omega divided by 2 pi. Omega divided by 2 pi, we have write frequency. is equal to nh divided by, in place of this omega by 2 pi, we have write mu. Now this is equation 8. Just a minute. So the energy level of a harmonic oscillator are not continuous, but an integral multiple of h mu. Here, the energy level of a harmonic oscillator are not continuous, but an integral multiple of nh is given in this figure. So if a particle, according to this diagram, if we take x-axis only here, according to this figure, if we take only x-axis, so in that case, here we have write energy E1 is equal to this part, E2 is equal to this part, E3 is equal to this part, because here E is equal to nh mu. Means if we write here 1, then here in place of n we have write only 1. So n is equal to, means n is equal to 0 1 2 3, like this 0 1 2 3, यही हम लोग ले रहे हैं. n is equal to 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So if we first, if we take e is equal to n is equal to 0, then the value of n is put in this place, in this place. In that case, here we have write E naught, ground state, E naught x-axis is equal to 0. If here, if we take energy level 1, energy 1, then E1 is equal to, here in place of nh mu, we have write, in place of n, we have write 1 into h mu. So this part can be written here. Similarly, for energy 2, E2 is equal to, here in place of n 2 h mu. Like this, we have write E3 is equal to 3 h mu, E4 is equal to 4 h mu, like this E5 and E6. E5 equal to 5 h mu. So if the particle is born to an equilibrium position in x and y plane, here x and y plane with different force constant, so potential energy is equal to half k1 x square. Here I have written potential energy equal to half kx square. So different directions, potential energy, suppose can be written as V is equal to half kx square, means k1 x square plus half k2 y square, like this. So this is equation 9. Assuming, suppose, two independent harmonic oscillators, we have write, for two harmonic oscillator, independent harmonic oscillator, we have write E is equal to this part, E is equal to nx h mu x. Here, here equation 8, we have found equation 8 only for single harmonic oscillator, independent harmonic oscillator. And if we take two independent harmonic oscillator, then in that case we have write E is equal to nx, h means Planck constant, mu x, and for y plus, here in place of n we have write ny, h mu y, equation 10. If here mu x or mu y is equal to, suppose, mu, then in that case nx h mu plus ny h mu, that En is equal to, or E is equal to nx plus ny into h mu. H mu will taken as a common, because here h, and here in place of this mu x we have write mu, and here h, and in place of mu y we have write mu. So h into mu, here h into mu, so h mu will be taken as a common, so rest part is nx plus ny. So E is equal to nx plus ny h mu, means n is equal to h mu. So equation 10, equation 8 and equation 11 states, according to both these equations, we can say that the single harmonic oscillator must be, the value of single harmonic oscillator must be equal to two independent harmonic oscillator, because mu x and mu y is equal to mu, means oscillator is known as isotropic. Here for this if the oscillator is isotropic, then E is equal to, En is equal to this part, means equation 11. Now, तो अभी इसमें किसी को दिक्कत हो रहा तो बोलो, किसी को कोई, इज देयर एनी डाउट? हेलो, अभी हम नोट्स अपलोड
एग्जांपल लेकर बताइए,
अपलोड करेंगे रिटन, तो पूरा लैंग्वेज के साथ जैसे जैसे बोले हैं उसी तरह याद करोगे. अभी 11 इक्वेशन 11 और इक्वेशन 8, in both the equation you see the value of E or En must be equal. क्यों इक्वल हुआ? इक्वल क्यों ले रहे हैं? सॉरी, सिंगल जब हमारा हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर है तब भी वैल्यू मेरा इतना ही आ रहा है ई का, और डबल जब ले रहे हैं, मोर देन वन ले रहे हैं, तो भी ये आ रहा है. क्यों आ रहा है? क्योंकि यहां हमारा आइसोट्रोपिक कंडीशन को शो कर रहा है. E इज इक्वल टू एच म्यू nx h म्यू x प्लस ny h म्यू y. तो यहाँ आइसोट्रोपिक शो करने के चलते मीन्स म्यू एक्स इज इक्वल टू म्यू वाई इज इक्वल टू म्यू, इसका वैल्यू को जब हम म्यू मान रहे हैं फ्रीक्वेंसी एक्स और वाई एक्सिस, क्योंकि यहाँ हम क्या क्या बोल रहे हैं, फॉर एक्स एंड वाई एक्सिस दिस डायग्राम विल अराइज, दिस पार्ट एक्स और वाई एक्सिस. When we have taken the value of n is equal to 1, तो E भी हमारा क्या रहा है यहाँ ग्राउंड स्टेट एनर्जी, ये E is equal to 0. जैसे जैसे 1 लेवल में गए तो E1 is equal to 1 h mu. इसके आधार पर बोल रहे हैं कि पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इज इक्वल टू हाफ के स्क्वायर होता है हम लोग. तो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस डायग्राम वी कैन से दैट sum of potential energy for x or y plane, it can be written as half k1 x square kx square. So here k1 x square, force constant, x square means this plane, plus half k2 y square, this plane. इक्वेशन 9. अब पोटेंशियल एनर्जी निकल गया, निकालने के बाद हम लोग टोटल एनर्जी कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं. Independent harmonic oscillator more than 2 or more than 2, if more than 2 रहने पर हमारा रिजल्ट आ रहा NH में. अब इसमें बोलो किसी को कुछ डाउट है तो बोलो. हेलो, खुशबू कुमारी बोलो, कुछ कहीं दिक्कत हो रहा है तो बोलो, नोट्स पढ़ोगे समझ में आ जाएगा. अभी हम तुरंत